How, um, uh, excuse me 1 second, Lambert. Lambert, just 1 second. Hi, how are you? I just took a call just now. Can you give me 2 minutes, please? Okay. Hi, how are you?
Hey, I'm doing well. How are you?
Doing good.
Great. Wait, did you just tell somebody that you're going to be only 2 minutes?
I was telling you, and then he said okay, so I said whatever. He just called, so it's all right.
Okay. Cool. Well, yeah, how's your Monday so far?
It's going.
It's going. Is it going well or it's just going?
It's going.
Okay. Cool. Well, yeah, happy to kind of go ahead and dive right in. I know we probably both have a limited amount of time here,
Sure.
but I have your site up. I've got your application up. I know that you guys are basically just looking to get some better ad creatives going. But yeah, do you
Yeah.
want to give me a quick rundown of what's working well for you guys from like a marketing standpoint and stuff right now? And yeah, based on what you shared with me there, we can take this conversation a couple different ways.
Sure. So, yeah, I mean, we are as you probably saw, an epoxy slash, flooring installer for garages, and what you saw over there is mostly catered to B2C uh,
Yes.
customers, and we have been doing this business model for about 5.5 years. We had pretty good success in the past with social media and whatnot. However, I think our market got very commoditized, let's put it that way.
Uh-huh.
And now it's just so much noise out there that
Yeah.
basically whatever we've been doing in the past is not working now.
Okay.
So we decided that look around to see what is it that we can do. And I do believe then my uneducated opinion, let's put it that way, that creatives actually on social media have a much better impact than targeting. I do believe with the AI that Meta is using, for example, I think that having the right marketing, I mean the right creative, you don't even need to target. I think Meta will do its job as long as you have the right creative. So ad buyers are pretty much out of a job, I think, with Meta.
I think so too.
So yeah, I mean, and we're just trying to see what we can do to get better ad creatives. I mean, if you looked at our Facebook page, maybe you saw what ads we're running. Uh,
I
uh,
think I looked last night. What page were they under? Is it just one day floors or is it the
Transylvania concrete coating. So yeah, there's a little bit of a marketing hiccup here, but this is how we started. Like one day floors is kind of like a floor system, and the company is Transylvania Concrete Coatings. You know, um, and that's what it is under Facebook.
I gotcha. Okay, cool. So currently, do you have like an agency that manages these, or who comes up with the creatives and who's responsible for the management?
So we are working with somebody, a CMO, um, but I am not seeing the results that I want. I've been doing for the best part of the year. I'll be honest with you, I never found anybody that kind of impressed me with creatives for what I
Okay.
wanted. And up until about August, I did the ad buying myself. I did the creatives myself. I generated
Good.
hundreds of thousands of dollars in sales with the creatives that I did in the beginning of the year for pool decks, whatever we're doing, and it's easier to get creatives with AI video, like I've been using InVideo.ai or whatever it's called. To listen, the messaging out there in a creative and the creative itself, it generated enough traffic to keep us decently busy. Uh, However, going into this fall season, winter season, it's more indoor job that you're advertising. I think it's a little harder
Mhm.
get better creative for inside work. It's because it just doesn't look as good as
Yeah.
right. So we hired somebody a couple months ago, but we're not sure, she's okay, but it's remote also, and I just don't feel like I'm getting what I want from this. and especially maybe the creatives. So
Okay.
I'm just looking to see if it's something better that you know, I can do better. I know we should be doing better. Um, and obviously it just translates into my appointments for the sales guys or down the drain. Like we need 30 to 40 appointments a week, um, just to keep going. I'm not even talking about growing. I'm talking
Hmm.
about keep going.
How many sales guys do you have?
So we have 3 sales guys.
Okay.
Um, so we need, we need to feed them about 15 appointments a week, each sales guy in order to hit numbers, right? To
They
grow.
run 3 a day, roughly.
Yeah, 3 to 5, 3 to 4 a day.
Okay. And then do you primarily just advertise on Meta or do you do much on Google?
We are on Google too, and just hasn't been working that great. I don't know
Yeah,
why.
Google's expensive, I think.
It is expensive, hasn't been going that great. And obviously we're trying to diversify. This is why we hired a CMO, not just like a creative person, because I don't think for B2C especially, we need to be doing trade shows. We need to be doing a lot more that, you know, the old type of marketing that in front of people, not just, I think digital it's good enough, or it's good, and to see your branding and to do a lot of branding and generate some leads, but you still need to get in front of people. And
Totally.
uh, we're looking from different perspectives here. So
Yeah.
yeah, I've seen your ads a while ago, and I said, let me give it a try, see if it's something that it's a good fit or it's not.
Great. What would determine if it's going to be a good fit or not?
The idea behind the creatives, I mean,
Okay.
the way that you would say, okay, this is what it would work in your market, and I think this is what my, you know, get people to trust. Like it's all about you have creative, but it's also branding behind that creative, right? Uh, trying to get lead generation, but also branding with the creative, right? Because perception of the perception you create in a market, it's at the end of the day the trust factor, right? Like
Totally.
who are you? So
I think it's, if I can, I'm going to agree with you, but I'm also going to slightly disagree with you. I think it it totally matters to instill that trust and that credibility in a video ad. Like that's extremely important because at the end of the day, you're just talking to a stranger on Facebook and Instagram that's doom scrolling and but you're talking to a stranger on Instagram that's doom scrolling. And quite frankly, they don't really care about the brand. They care about the end result that you're going to bring and the level of service that you're going to bring along the way. So whether your company is called Transylvania or it's called Concrete Coatings or it's called One Day Floor, they don't really care. And it's not like you're necessarily it's different than Google. Google is a brand play because you are going for the views and the reviews and the likes and all that stuff that brings up, oh, my business is ranking number 1 versus number 8 and so on and so forth. But with Facebook, it's more about what's conveyed in the video. Don't get me wrong, we'll drop your brand. We could even wear a logoed shirt that makes it seem like we work at the company and all that fun stuff. But it's not as important as genuinely just how a person feels when they watch it. And if they feel like, hey, you know what? I'd want these people to come out and have their sales guys come give me a quote because like I like their vibe in the video. So those are some things that we'll be addressing and like that I will ultimately want to be the end outcome because as we're thinking about trying to go for truly like a really good quality homeowner for you guys, it's going a little more like upmarket. And what I mean by that is just like a better a better homeowner that can afford the services, isn't going to be like price shopping and all that annoying stuff. And instead is just like genuinely interested, has these pain points, wants it done now, and like, all the amazing things that you and your sales guys want. So that will be what's most important in the messaging versus brand, 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 because brand, brand, brand doesn't elicit emotion in me to take next action. Do you kind of like get what I'm putting down?
No, I agree. No, I totally agree. I mean, obviously, the reason I'm saying branding, because I do believe that it's always good to run a brand awareness campaign at the same time you're running your ad generation campaign. Because people that are a little bit, I mean, they're serious enough, because you do have the leads that come off of Instagram, they're a little lower quality. I mean, a lot more lower quality than I would say Google. Why? Because they don't look for you, they see you, and there's that, like emotional, instant, I want it now, but then they change.
I've heard this before, but I promise you, if you crack good content, you might feel otherwise.
And again, here I don't disagree, because I never cracked any good content. So I never had any content being viewed by 50,000 people. Why is that? Because we never did good content. I don't know. And I don't know what to tell you what good it is. I'm not a professional. I know what I like when I see it, or I can tell you what good content is. And again, this is not a social media, and this is a kind of like a higher, a higher campaign, a bigger brand. Uh, good content is Subaru commercials, and you can agree or disagree. I mean, they're not running them necessarily on social media, so I can't say that that would be good for social media. But as a brand, Subaru,
Can I show you ads that have all done really, really well for our home service clients?
please. Where are you at, in Aruba?
No, I'm in Tampa, Florida. I wish I was in Aruba. Okay, so I'm going to show you ads from last month. We
Okay.
work with like 80 different home service businesses, all different types of guys. These all did very, very well for, wait, let me pause it. For these businesses.
Okay.
We have 25 different people on our team that regularly shoot content for all of our clients. So as we think about who your ideal homeowner is that you guys are looking to attract, we have a lot of like 40 to 65-year-old women on the team. We have guys too, but we have a lot of women. And I think, not to make guesses here, but I do think that that would probably be really good for your market and for who you guys are looking to go after. So I'll show you a couple different ones.
Sure.
I'm just showing you the hooks of the video ads, okay?
Yeah.
Hey, time to check the energy bill. Fingers crossed.
So this, for context, this ad brought this company's lead cost from $50 down to $16, but it didn't just, it wasn't a vanity metric, because it wasn't just like, oh, we're getting a bunch more leads for cheaper. It was
Good.
also, hey, the quality is really, really good, and we're getting a lot of appointments set based on these $16 leads.
Yep.
What in the, why is this so high? Look, after the last hailstorm in Cheyenne, my SUV looked like it had been through a war zone. Dents on the roof. Cool, huh? If you live in Arizona, this could be your home. There's a local company right here in Arizona. So I'm sitting here in the car and I just remembered something I have to tell you. If you're thinking about building a pool, please don't do what most of our friends did. They went with the cheapest option. Looked fine at first, but now cracks. If you own a home in Utah, if you went hit by a storm at any point in the past 5 years, pay close attention to what I'm about to tell you. Because even if you don't see much damage, even if nothing's leaking yet, even if everything...
Hardly anyone bothers with this, but it's the easiest way to save big as a homeowner in North Carolina. I've worked in construction for over 20 years, and it amazes me how many people still overpay for window upgrades when there's a...
If you've ever had take over the walls in the winter, you've got until mid-October to stop it from happening again. North Carolina homes need North Carolina windows, not the kind built for Seattle, Denver, or any. There are two kinds of homes in Arizona right now. The homes that were here before everyone started moving out, and the homes that got built after it became the fastest growing city for millionaires. And
So, I mean, I can show you a ton more samples, but those, like I said, all did extremely well.
So why is it that they do extremely well? Is it, I mean, I've heard this 3-4 years ago, right? Like, cause you're talking to the people, right? Like, cause you have somebody just talking to them. And but what is it that you look in the messaging that you know that people get interested? Like,
Well, there's so many different psychological plays that we do with the variability that we get you in the scripts. So in some scripts, you might think about someone's like level of awareness around where they fall in terms of having a problem. If we're talking about a window replacement company as an example, you might refer to people that think they're about to maybe entertain like working with an HVAC company and getting like their HVAC system replaced because energy bills have been high or something like that. But we're able to wrap that up as addressing what level of awareness and problems we think those homeowners have by like fronting them with, hey, it could be because your windows are old. Did you even think about it this way? Because again, this is not a person that's going to Google because they've got to get their windows replaced. Or it could be that, what else? It could be that they're trying to increase their curb appeal because like maybe they're thinking about listing their home. And then we hit them with all these stats that like when you've got new windows on your home, boom, your home's value immediately goes up by 30 grand or 50 grand or whatever amount.
yeah.
And so basically all these scripts and all this data that we have, we're partnered with $2 billion home improvement companies right now. And then a bunch of other guys that are doing between, call it 5 to 15 mil a year. And some of these guys have a very, very healthy amount of ad spend going behind these campaigns on a daily basis. Therefore, it's giving us a very fast feedback loop on our scripts around what's converting really, really well. And even like styles for scripts and stuff that are working really, really well to what's maybe not hitting as well with the market. And we basically audit all of that and audit all these different offers and then say, you know what, this will be our initial plan of attack for you guys and for making these AI videos and stuff, like totally see a super, super strong uplift in the type of people that you genuinely attract versus all these kind of like, not to say you have tire kickers and all that type of.
Well, there are plenty.
But and that's where I would challenge you in saying the type of lead that can come from a Facebook campaign can be extremely, extremely qualified and have this urgency before they even think they have it. And, you know, if you can get out ahead of people of, you know, I would be excited to run on some holiday angles, even for you guys. It's like, hey, are you hosting the relatives this year for the holidays? You know, what could be one quick house project that could absolutely transform a space, but be done in a matter of 1 day or 2 days or whatever the time is. And then we hit them with all the value props as to why they should go with you guys over your competition. And then you've literally taken the share of all those leads on Facebook and then, yeah, suddenly have all these like urgent people that want what you guys offer.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely, I like what you're saying. And I like how you look at things. So it's not that there's a but, there's just one thing that our industry is a little bit different that we need to figure out how we crack that. That this is not a need product, it's more of a
It's a one, totally.
So it's not a window.
I mean, we work with Christmas light decorating companies right now. That's 100% a one. We work with pool design companies. That's a one. We work with all sorts of lighting companies, a bunch of curtain companies, and like a lot of products that honestly I prefer because you are kind of going for the one base client versus the need. I have XYZ problem. So yeah, it's definitely
I think that in this type of companies and in this type of products, the creative and the messaging is so much more important. And the way that you put it in perspective, because at the end of the day is how you put it in perspective.
Yep.
How you literally utilize this, because it's okay, it's an epoxy or it's a polyurea or whatever. more
People
advanced.
don't care about that part
They
though.
don't care about that part exactly. So what they
They
care
want to transform a garage into a man cave or a gym or whatever it is, and they, you know, they want to feel really good coming into their space. If that's, or redoing, do you guys do basements and stuff much? I'd imagine.
we do basements. I mean, this is
Yeah,
exactly
so
the basement season right now. We need the garages and the basements because we're in Jersey, right?
yeah,
We can't work much outside, and the weather is impacting the schedule all the time.
Yeah.
So get into those basements, get the basements done. It's an amazing product for a basement, right? The same for the garages. I mean, garages has been our bread and butter. It's just that's where the competition lies. Everybody and their mother got on this or on this industry in the last 5 years,
yeah,
4 years, 3 years, and they've just flooded the market with, you know, cheap products.
Yep.
It doesn't matter about the product. Again, it's about what do we deliver to them, like, right? How
totally.
do we make their life better, and how do we market to those people that they want that, right? And you have,
Which again is, I think, that gap that you guys have right now that's not being communicated clearly in these ads that you guys are running.
yeah. So, and again, if you're seeing our ads that we're running, if you looked at it,
Yeah, I have it up.
on Meta, I mean, you see what we're running. We're still trying to make that emotional connection more than, you know, just keep showing process videos that
Right.
everybody's doing the same thing, and we're trying to get away from it for years. I just never had a good content um to send that message out and to show people a different angle on this flooring.
Right. Right. Yeah. Makes perfect sense.
So what how does it work with you, and tell me what's your process?
Yeah, so process wise, I need to get just a quick initial one pager filled out by you, where you're basically saying, hey, Emily, here's my brain dump of my company and why we're the best in the area and everything that makes us new, unique, and different, who my ideal homeowner is. Are you typically talking to the guy of the household first or the wife? Are you doing more basements than garages in the wintertime? Like, give me all that information. We take all of that to then dive into the first round of strategy and scripting. I'm going to nudge you again when I want the scripts to get approved, which is typically like 2-ish days after you've gotten me that one pager. Once you've given the scripts a stamp of approval, we go off and we dive into production. Mentioned we have 25 different women on the team, couple guys too, but I'd probably lead with female first if you're cool with that. And we would get everything nicely shot. We do a lot of like accessory testing and stuff too. It might not be like when you watch the video samples that I just shared, like whether or not somebody has a wedding ring on. The right people are going to say, if you want to go for, you know, married households, you better believe like that person in the ad should have a wedding ring on. Having a podcast mic, again, that's going to send a certain level of authority and credibility, depending on if we're talking about like being an industry expert and stuff like that. So like, we'll be intentional with things like that and wearing a collared shirt or the company shirt or whatever the vibe is. And then we also do a lot of environmental testing. So like delivering an ad from like an office versus I would be pretty excited to do some like green screen styled edits with content that you guys provide us from like good before and afters for us to leverage that in, you know, a post-production final edit. Because after we shoot all the content, we do handle a really good edit on everything. And then what I would basically give over to you would be a Google Drive folder that would have the final edited videos. And then you guys would get access to all the raw files in the event that you want to do anything with those. And then really the expectation is you or the current guy gets those placed. We have an over-the-shoulder look at the data to really have a good feeling of, hey, ad 1 and ad 6 are bringing us in the best quality lead right now. Oh, why is that? That's the angle where we're specifically talking about adding an extra room to your house just by, you know, putting in this floor and blah, 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 blah. Okay, great. We're going to use that as we get you the subsequent batches of content and basically, you know, use that in the future ads and things that we would make you, because we deliver minimally 3 rounds of the content and then structured on a month by month cadence thereafter.
And so you guys would just give us and you just want to look at the ad accounts to see how they're performing. Do you
Mhm.
suggest- Are you giving us the ad copy also? Are you, um, and
Yep.
and that's what I'm saying. You guys don't run the ads, don't do the media buying.
We do with about 5% of our clients in home service, but we typically don't start a relationship with us taking on that ownership.
Mhm.
We have a handful of more kind of stricter qualifications. All of our clients are spending minimally 30 to 50 grand a month on their campaigns. And we have a very, totally all bought in kind of mentality in owning that process. And so I would want to start with you guys in just really fixing these ads right now and then addressing other things potentially as they come up further down the road.
Mhm. Sure. I mean, yeah, we're nowhere near $30,000 a month in ad spend for sure.
Yeah. What are you guys spending right now?
I think on Meta about 6 to 7 thousand, and on Google it was 6 to 7 thousand. But I'm pulling it back and I'm switching more ads to Meta.
Okay.
And because again, we're trying to be honest with you, our budget for the year was about 200 and something thousand for about 200,000 for ad spend.
Do you try to keep your marketing costs right around like 10%, or what is the magic number for you?
Well, magic number is that, and I'll tell you how we started, right? We started about 15%, and we said, okay, every year we want to, bring it down about
Better.
2%-ish.
Yeah.
Why? Because we want to go after the referral program much, much more and really develop a good referral program.
Mhm.
And that's, I think, a good referral program will give us those cheaper, acquisitions of customers for sure, and better. But we never really drove anything really great with referral program. And even a referral program, you can actually target the people that are your customers already, even on social media. Like the referral program, like that, it's completely like driven by everybody in a company, right? So with that being said, we said, we had a plan that in about 5 years, my initial plan was that my marketing spend should not be more than 5 to 6%, because you wouldn't need to if you develop a good referral program also. But yeah, we're not there.
I
So
get it. Yeah.
still about, I'm good if I do about 11%
Yep.
in marketing spent, and then another 3 to 4% in, the cost of running marketing.
What is average order value for you guys?
About $4,500.
Okay.
$4,500 with the residential, and it just goes up a little bit when we hit these commercials, because we do light commercial also. We just launched a waterproofing campaign for waterproofing on decks, like
Cool.
waterproofing in motels and hotels is not doing really good right now, but it's more an awareness campaign. Anyhow, there's just more stuff. But so I got it, how it works with you. How many creatives? So okay, give me like how you charge, like what's your billable, and based on what, obviously, and how does it go up, as in, time goes by, or,
Yeah. So we basically have 5 different starter packages.
Mhm.
I wouldn't recommend our 2 largest ones, because there's no scenario that you need 40 ads a month from us or 20 ads a month from us.
No, not in the beginning.
We have the smaller packages is getting 10 videos made, 6 or 4 each month.
Okay.
The 10 monthly is 4,800 each month.
Mm-hmm.
The 6 is 35, and then the 4 pack's just 2,800 each month. So yeah, to get started, it's just that first month payment. And then, like I said, it is billed over the 3-month partnership, and then we structure it month by month thereafter. So given that, I mean, I want you to run less awareness campaigns and more like lead campaigns. And
Yep.
I think if the plan would be to keep your budget right around like maybe 6 to 8 on Facebook, take a little less from Google, give Facebook a little more for our good videos. I would probably recommend we start smaller and then just scale up as you guys need more.
So, for videos, as in, for videos, as in, like, do you look like a campaign type of thing for those old videos, or they're just completely different subjects?
Typically, we're focused pretty much on like one campaign. I would maybe split up a 4-6 pack and get you like a few that would be focused on garage and a few that would be focused on basement. But I wouldn't get you one video for basement, one video for garage,
Yeah.
one video for wet,
That's
one
what-
video.
yeah.
No. So yeah, we need fairly singular focus on stuff and then be able to use that data to keep us humming in the right direction from there.
Because as of now, and just as an example, where you're here, hold on. So where is share? Got hundreds of, geez.
That is really crazy. I did not know you could scroll among your tabs.
You can scroll, and I have too many.
Wow, you learn something new every day. That's pretty cool.
Okay, so this is one of the ad accounts. So we
Okay.
have the water.
Yeah, there's the recent water floor. How's the pet going for you guys?
See, it's not going that great. Like, look at this. $59 a lead, but it's just not enough money behind it, I think.
Yeah.
It just, I think that this pet flooring campaign, I mean, we're really excited. Everybody has pets. I just don't think that we have the right creatives. I mean, they're not necessarily the right creative, but just as in more engaging, maybe creatives.
Yeah.
Like, you see. So
It just doesn't make me feel anything.
No,
You know what I
no.
mean?
that's what I'm saying. Like, I am, listen, I'm not a marketing professional, but I've been reading marketing books for the better 15 years, 14 years. And I've read to me, one of the best thing that I can tell when it comes to marketing, it's emotions, right? And uh, putting in a story, right? Like,
Yeah.
it's always about storytelling, right? I'm a big fan of storytelling. And I think marketing has become more psychological in the last 15 years than it's ever been. And it's because we've been bombarded with so much stuff right now, and everywhere we go, it's sales and marketing. Like,
Right.
and now the more psychological and more connection he has psychologically with you, is it just tends to stick, even though you don't realize it at that moment, right? It's also
Yeah.
conscious.
Yeah.
Just makes you make decisions certain way that you just don't understand. You just make decisions based on how it makes you feel. And at the end of
Exactly.
it's, we're human beings. We will make decision based on how it makes us feel. There's just how it is in life. And
Yeah.
my marketing is not that. And we have like this, clearly an AI generated, but it's not too bad. But like, trying to send a message, Mari.
Yeah.
Muddy paws. No problem with Pentec.
So Pentec, while we're pushing Pentec, we're a dealer for Pentec. So Pentec is the biggest manufacturer for this type of flooring in the country.
Okay.
And the reason we're like what I said, okay, rather than, how Anderson does, like with Anderson windows.
They're a client of ours.
Yeah, so Anderson replacement windows, right? It's just third-party people, like companies, but they push Anderson because it's a brand name. Well, the same in our space, Pentec now became a brand name, and I'll tell you why. Because from January on, us as a company here will be servicing probably 20 Home Depots. Why? Because they brought this flooring into Home Depot services. They don't sell it like a DIY. they sell it as a service, like Home Depot sells window services or any other services. They will sell garage floors and this type of floors for homeowners to be able to buy it through Home Depot or get, so we will be generating leads through Home Depot. And this is because Pentec, not us, Transylvania,
I understand.
Pentec, because they do have over 200 dealers around the country. They cover every corner of the country with their network. So we're the only ones that Home Depot, right? Pentec is the only one that Home Depot works with on this, flooring.
Yep.
And I think that it's smarter to hitch our wagon, so to speak, to a bigger brand now that Pentec has become.
Yeah.
And we call these floors Pentec because all the other 30 companies in my area, they don't do Pentec. We're the only ones that do Pentec. So how do we differentiate it a little bit more is I think that if we keep pushing this Pentec, we call it a Pentec floor, Pentec floor, Pentec floor, Pentec floor, Pentec floor, then it will stick. And when they look Pentec, they see that and they see the Home Depot angle, and hopefully they'll see us in Home Depot starting in January. They were gonna go and work those angles and wear the aprons and whatnot.
I like it.
So anyhow, and that's why we're trying to push Pentec, right? So our pet campaign had a couple different angles, right? Like you had the garage, the muddy paws, whatever, the maintenance, how easy it is, and then the 0% interest,
Financing, yeah.
the financing, right?
Yeah.
Again, is okay, but
Yeah.
it's not what I don't know. You look at this, it's again, we're trying to storytelling, it's just not going where I want. And we do have a lot of content from Pentec website that it's a good shot content that is not AI generated. Like
Cool. We can definitely pull some of that too in our
there's a lot of
post-production
content.
side.
But this is all Pentec floors technically, and we have good stuff on there, and some other stuff could be filmed, right? We have a good script, and you tell us we can get a professional company, we can shoot it.
Yeah, might not be necessary. Like I'm really, really confident in the whole like talking head style and just having some of this other stuff overlay. The professional shots and stuff just really like we need authentic, like good, like relatable content that like your doom scroller on Facebook and Instagram will relate the best with. And sometimes the scrappier and stuff, the better. So, but yeah, I mean, we can test out a lot of different things there.
Yeah, and then here, like I don't know what's up with this campaign. I'm about to get involved. I don't like to get involved over the guy. I mean, he's all right, but like this is a $200 and generate one lead. There's a awareness campaign for the garage and the residential garage campaign and garage and basement.
Yeah.
And that's what is playing for family, like trying to for basements mostly, and this is for the garage.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nothing. So anyhow, that's what we do. That's there's two accounts that I'm running through them. Just trying, but the account doesn't matter. It's just we were being shut down a lot. That's why we have multiple accounts.
I gotcha.
With the home improvement company, sometimes Facebook will reject an ad because of why.
Yeah.
And anyhow, but not happy right now at all.
Yeah, well, would it make sense for us to get moving on some creatives for you guys?
Yeah, I mean, do you think starting with this, what is the ad that you recommend to put behind, the spend that you recommend putting behind your ads, your creatives? We say we start with the smallest one for 4, and
I mean, minimally at the very minimum, give them $100 a day.
Yeah, I agree.
At higher scale them. Like as soon as you're seeing numbers that you're actually happy with, please obviously allocate more money behind them.
And how long does it take after we get together? How long does it take usually to generate some some
7
creative,
business days.
7 business days. Okay, and getting you access to all the files, I guess.
I get all that from you in that initial 1-pager.
Mhm. Okay. And that would be, like you said, the smallest one, what is it? 2,800
Yeah, the 4-pack is 2,800 per month.
per month. And do you think that we could see some I mean, especially we're going to holidays. And the other thing is I always said the same thing. We're called Transylvania Concrete Coatings. I mean, God damn it, we never did anything really cool for Halloween. I mean, we're Transylvania and still.
I mean, we would have time if you'd want to launch a one Halloween fun video or something to like play into that. That could be worthwhile.
Yeah, I mean, it's fun, right? It's
Yeah.
okay. So what is this, a 3-month contract?
Yep.
And do we pay you month by month, or you're asking for the 3 months ahead?
No, you get a small discount if you want to pay upfront, but we don't expect that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I'm inclining to go forward with it. Do you have like maybe like a Google file that I can share a couple of the videos with me, so I can share with my colleague Brittany, that she's helping me run this, see what she thinks.
Yeah, like you want to see the same like YouTube link I sent you.
Yeah, it's a YouTube link, is
Yeah.
it? Okay, so if you wanna email me that, you have my email, so I can show it to her. And I'll make a
I mean,
decision.
can I ask you, like, without getting, sometimes when other people and stuff start to get involved, it's like,
You can be salesy, so go ahead and ask me whatever you want.
so Brittany's gonna look at these, right? And Brittany's gonna have an opinion. She
Yeah.
might say, oh yeah, these look great, like, let's rock it. Or Brittany says, honestly, I think like we can do more with our AI videos, or I think we can do more internally, or hey, I can even try to pick up the phone and shoot some of these myself. When I think the videos that I just said to you, we're both on board that this is the very thing that the company needs right now in order to like spruce up all these videos and AI and stuff that you guys have been creating to not really see the best of the best returns. So
No, I mean,
I guess my question is like, why would it be crazy if we made this official and then we loop Brittany in after the fact and start to get Brittany on board with what you and I are going to be creating?
no, I mean, listen, you're a good salesperson. I'll give you that.
I'm not trying to be a good salesperson. I know how this typically goes. And sometimes when it's like, we're getting Brittany involved. I mean, you and I are talking about like, hey, we could literally get like a fun Halloween campaign going. But I'm saying if we're doing the Halloween campaign or anything like seasonal related, ideally we could have a decision, today if this is something you're wanting to do.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so let's say that we work together. We can, like, do you guys ever need to shoot anything that involves our flooring, like or is all remote done?
Everything's done remote.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty confident that you guys probably already have a lot of content shot. I'm going to get access to that type of stuff. We'll pull off the site and all that other good stuff to be able to make these videos look and feel, really.
Yeah.
Do you want me to show you more samples? Like, do you feel like that's kind of what you need to feel like really good about this decision, or what else do you need to be like?
I'm not necessarily. I mean, I understand the concept and I understand the emotional connection, and this, like, if we understand that, obviously, no matter how many samples you show me, it's not necessarily like, for me, it's to understand that, yeah, this is an emotional sale, and especially on social media.
On this want product.
Yeah,
not need.
exactly. And there's just a lot of angles can be played as long as you understand this is an emotional sale.
And
right?
that's why I think that, like, honestly, starting small with a 4-pack is like, we're just going to be scraping the surface at all the different angles and things that we can approach don't get me wrong. I mean, we'll be able to get you guys more content into, subsequent months and things. And I'm down for this to be like a crawl, walk, run scenario where we just kind of test some of this stuff. If you see some initial signs where you're like, Emily, the lead quality and these conversations and everything are going fantastically, like I see the value. I think the very natural thing from there will be just to get more content from us going. But, I think a very low kind of barrier of entry here on just getting you guys rocking with the 4. And we start, I mean, again, there's going to be a lot of different angles that we can approach, but we'll start with the 4 and then rock it from there.
Okay. That's fine. Let's do
Sweet.
it.
Do you currently use Slack for any communication?
I don't, but
Okay.
we did before, but we're not really using it. So if you need to set up something, just
Which email address could I set it up through?
Bogdan.pop@onedayfloors.com.
Is that the same one that's with this call? Yeah. Cool. Okay, I'm going to
Set up Slack, you're saying, right?
get the Slack going. Could I get, is it cool with you if I just drop the first payment link in the chat here?
Yeah, and I have to send it to accounting, so just drop
Great.
it off. It's gonna take probably, I don't think they're gonna be doing it today. They need to process. So the accounting is gonna process it probably by tomorrow, maybe today.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Do you want to copy? So I just dropped that link there in the chat for you. And then pretty much as soon as I see that come through on accounting's end, that's when I would have everything fire on Slack to get Slack moving.
Yeah, can you send it to me to my email, please? So I can just
Send that payment link.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll just say. Here. And then that's for the 4 per month. Is there an accounting email or just yours, you said?
Just me. I'll forward it to them.
Okay.
Yeah. And for the Slack, when you do it, you'll probably gonna have to add Brittany.
Here, let's just knock that out right now. I'm not gonna send the 1-pager until, but
Yeah.
can I just call, I'll do 1 day, or no, we can call it. What's Brittany's email?
It's Brittany.young.
Is Brittany BRITTANY .young? Okay.
At onedayfloors.com.
And then yours is just first name, last name, who, Bogdan. Perfect. Okay, I sent both of those to you guys. It's going to be a Slack Connect invite, just so you know.
Okay. Yeah, we'll look at it. Yep. Okay, I got the link, the Stripe link, and I got your Slack invite.
Perfect. Is the company pretty big? I know you said you've got like the 3 sales guys, like.
We're not that big. I mean, I'll be honest with you, we kind of went down in sales since last 2023. So we're on this side of the company or residential, we're only about 2 million. Unfortunately, we went down from 2.7. And we do have another company but that's just more industrial, commercial. There is a polished concrete and epoxy, and tile work and all that stuff. But that's completely separate entity. But we share offices sometimes. I mean, not sometimes. We do share offices and some personnel. But
Cool.
so yeah, 2023 was 2024 was supposed to be a $4 million, and we actually didn't. And yeah, and I think it's all marketing. I mean,
Yeah.
nothing happens until marketing brings you enough And we kind of hit our numbers when we looked at, okay, how good the sales team did. They didn't do spectacular, but they did hit the numbers. And it's very easy to calculate. You need X amount of leads coming in, and you know you get about 60 to 70%, 65% conversion on the leads to appointments.
Right.
That, and then from appointments set, you get 90% of them that you actually do a presentation, and out of the 90% of that, now you want to close
X percent.
40%.
Yeah.
If you close 4%, here it is. So it's very easy to like, okay, we want to do 4 million. We need X amount of
Right.
leads coming in. Well, we didn't, that's where we missed big time. So that's what we need to generate enough quality leads that if we need hit those margins, like, 65% usually, I think we're 65 to 70% of the leads that come in, they need to get an appointment.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where the
You have a
big,
good call. Do you have people that hit the phones right when leads
Yeah.
come through? Good.
so we have some of the hit the phones right away,
Good.
or at least right away. And right now we're down to a person. We used to have two. And right now we're down to a person. It's just like not enough, incoming leads. So
Yeah,
like
not
we
enough volume.
35 to a minimum 35 appointments a week. It's very simple. 35 appointments a week. That's 70% of 50. So we need at least 50 leads per week. So it's all mathematics, right?
Yep.
All right. Let me work on this, and then as soon as we process that, then you'll send me that one pager.
I'll
And
send that to you right in Slack. Yeah.
yeah, and then we'll take from there what access do you. We use Company Cam, if you heard of
I
it.
love it. We love to get access to Company Cam, and we can.
Company Cam, those are just, on a job site
No,
mostly.
I know, and they're super raw, and sometimes just speaking candidly here, sometimes clients will be like, "Here's our Company Cam access," and our team is like, "Okay, there are thousands and thousands of files here. Like, can you point us in the right direction on like some of the content you want us to use?" Because sometimes a Company Cam is like really disorganized and stuff. So please give our team like pointers in some of the right direction on that. But yeah, I would love to get access to that.
We do have like, we kind of tag like, garages, basement.
Yeah, that's good.
So you can look it up by that, obviously, commercial. And then we will give you access to OneDrive, where we have some professional professional testimonials
Great.
from customers. So, and then we can give you access to Pentec. Actually, we downloaded most of the stuff from Pentec. There's B-roll from, finished, whatever it
Sure.
is, those ads that you saw that you can be incorporating into your videos.
Yeah, that sounds good.
All right, and you tell me, very simple question, how should we measure your performance once we're up and running? What would be the one thing that you would want your performance to be measured by?
It'll start with lead cost, and it will go to appointment set rate, and then it will go to true appointment cost, and then it will go to the amount of closes that you're getting on set appointment cost. So I'm not looking at one metric to say this is successful versus this isn't. It's an overall cost here, but ideally I need to see your lead cost drop, but I need to see your quality improve. And when those two things are nailed, everybody's typically pretty happy.
Sure. All right. Well, do we have a monthly meeting with you, bi-weekly meeting with you? How does it work?
We don't structure meeting cadence. We are really heavily communicating in Slack. And I have full transparency around the ad account. And we leverage a lot of like Loom videos and stuff. And yeah, just really shared feedback in that fashion.
Okay. All right. We'll talk. Let me get this going, and then hopefully this will work out for both.
Yeah, I'm excited. I love to work with a company that's leveraging a lot of AI and a lot of static image ads. Those are literally my two favorite, because the uplift is typically pretty impressive, and then it's a fun game from there.
All right. Looking forward to it.
All right, I'll see you.